I'm partnering with Yahoo on a new blog that is all about good news, and it took me a while to come up with a name for it, but I think I got it. It's called Ellen's Good News Blog. And we've been looking for inspiring stories for the website, and when we met this couple, I knew that I wanted them on the show. Here is their story.
I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Brian.
And we live in Longmeadow, Massachusetts, and we've been married for 3 years. In the beginning of our relationship was just amazing.
It was like that exciting new chemistry like high school kids get. And it was just there.
And then about 6 months after we met, Brian was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Knowing that Stephanie had dreams of having children and a family, and I just sat down and looked at her and I said, listen, this could get really ugly and I may not be the guy to give you the things that you want in life, so go if you want to go. She started crying, said, I love you, I'm not going anywhere. And it was actually in that moment I knew I wanted to marry her.
He had the surgery and all was well. So then we got married, and then a couple years later we bought a house, and suddenly Brian had a grand mal seizure.
I had another tumor, this one the size of a lemon.
He had the surgery and he had paralysis on his left side. So he started doing physical therapy and occupational therapy 3 times a week. I knew he could get better, and I really believed in him.
And I couldn't have made the progress that I've made without Stephanie. When I came home from the rehab hospital a year ago, they let me out in a wheelchair. And then I slowly graduated to walking with a cane. Now I walk without a cane. I'm not back to full capacity because although my arm works again, my hand doesn't do much. You know, I'm not complaining, I'm just nothing but grateful.
We just get strength from each other and only focus on the positive.
I'm just the luckiest guy on earth. This is why.
We love Ellen. I think she's so positive and fun, and I literally laugh out loud all by myself, and I love that. It's like a carefree time amidst all this chaos sometimes.
Come on down, Stephanie and Brian.
I thought we were just coming to the show.
No.
I was actually afraid you were going to see me not clapping, and I didn't want to be that one sourpuss in the audience that wasn't clapping. My hand just doesn't open that far.
Ah, you're so sweet. Listen, how did you meet, first of all?
We met on Match.com.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good ad for Match.com.
I thought her profile was a scam, because I couldn't believe that someone this beautiful could need a Match profile.
But I did, and...
She was from a town of 400 people, and you got to figure at least 200 of them are related.
So you fell in love immediately, it sounds like, and so this was going along fine for like 6 months, and then you all of a sudden, how did you find out you had a tumor?
I started hallucinating. I was on my way home from the auction on a Friday, and all of a sudden a stagecoach from 1865, this big like Disney thing passed me on the highway. I'm like, oh, I'm not right. So I pulled the car over, took a nap, and went to the doctor the next day.
Wow. So they find that, and then everything's fine. You buy a house, you think, because there can be a lot of tumors that you just leave alone, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And then you have a seizure, and then, but when you had the surgery, they did not warn you that you could be paralyzed, right?
No, they actually said that I was going to be better because the tumor was so big it was pushing on my brainstem. They thought, nobody said anything about left side paralysis or anything.
They said if he had a severe coughing fit, he could die.
But at first they said that, well, then that it's temporary, the paralysis, right?
Yeah.
But still, I mean, you know, just talking to you, it is amazing, and it's a good thing they got that thing out of there. How long ago was the surgery?
A year ago.
A year ago.
Yep.
And
It was August 23rd of last year.
And well, that's relatively quick recovery, and then you're a mechanic, or you like to fix cars, and so you're still working with your right hand, right?
I am.
It must be really hard to do it just with one hand.
I get it done single-handedly.
Yeah. Good for you that you're still trying to do it.
You can't stop.
Yeah. So I would assume financially this has kind of done some damage. Plus, you had just bought a house.
Yeah, it's insane.
You can't imagine.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine. And so my friends at Swiss Wellness have been the leaders in natural health for over 40 years, and they want to help you celebrate life. They want to give you a check for $20,000.
Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? Thank you. Wow.
Thank you, Swiss.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Swiss. They're amazing.
Thank you, Swiss.
This is an inspiring, and it's a good story, and Swiss is giving away tickets to my show. All you have to do is stop by Walgreens for a chance to win. Everyone in my audience is getting a $100 Walgreens gift card.